Hi everybody, how are y'all doing? It has definitely been a minute. Not too much on me, please. But how are y'all doing? I'm in the work of making sure that my 25th birthday vlog is up to par. So that will be dropping soon, guys. I promise. I recorded. It's just the editing. No one told me I was signing up for this when I became a content creator, how much time goes into editing for real. But if you all are not already following me on all my social media platforms, please do so. They will be linked down below. And if you would love to continue to support the channel, go ahead and click that subscribe button down below. And if you would like to turn my post notifications on, please go hit that bell. And yeah, let's get into it. Don't play with it, don't be dishonest. Still not understanding. So guys, I decided that what I want to do is start doing something called Leww What It Do Boo, which is basically like my yap sessions with my fellow YouTube community / whomever else wants to come join us. So like, I am a professional yapper, and when I say a professional yapper, I mean I'm a professional yapper. I am very like big on what I believe in my opinions and this and that. And I love having educated conversations with people, intellectual conversations with people about certain topics, and just hearing other people's opinions. Because I love the way people, I like being able to pick people's brains, if that's what you would call it. Anyways, so this segment of me being a yapper is Leww What It Do Boo, which is the name of my podcast I've wanted to start. And who knows, this might turn to a podcast soon, but as of right now, this is just like our yapping sessions because I be having a lot to talk about. But the main thing I wanted to talk about today is really just saying hello to 25, because as y'all know, I just turned 25 and it has been a life-changing experience, if I do say so myself. No one really goes into detail about the transition from being in your early 20s to your mid 20s, and I think that needs to be talked about a lot because like literally as a woman, your frontal lobe develops like that, and it starts like mid 24. Like I think for me it was like late 23, mid 24, I just started feeling different. And not like, oh girl, like I'm changing this. No, like you literally go through like a little change within yourself as a woman or as a person in general. I know some men say that they feel like their frontal lobe developed a lot faster than 25. And it's such a crazy transition because you no longer feel like that same person anymore. And I just really don't know how to explain it with words, but it's like you really just don't feel like the person you were when you were 24 or 23, 22, 21, your early 20s. And so as I said hello to 25, it was just a crazy situation because, I went through a very like detrimental, life-changing situation late 24. And as January rolled around for 2025, I felt I felt healed. I took the time for myself. I went through that transition and it molded me into a new woman. Like, I don't know how to explain it. And so as 25 came, my birthday came, it was more of a relief than a sadness. And I know a lot of people would be like, oh, when I turn 25, I'm going to be sad because I'm no longer in my early 20s. And it's kind of like, it was like a sense of relief, like, whew, 25 is here and I have a new type of ambition at 25. And like my mindset is different, my goals are different, my drive is different. And honestly, I think that has a lot to do with the age 25. And I feel like as a older woman, being able to have as many crazy experiences that I've had in my early 20s, and knowing I'm only going to gain more memories and more experience with life, but my late teens, early 20s was definitely like a crazy transition. Like I had a baby at 20. I moved out of my parents' house at 18, as we all do, but honestly, like that was a crazy transition within itself. I went from waking up to people every day to being by myself in an apartment at the age of 18, having to start life over again, honestly, and meeting people that I still to this day adore. By 19, I was going through a rough patch in my life, not knowing whether what I wanted to do for real, whether I wanted to continue college or go to the military. And God sat me down during COVID and I found out I was pregnant. Um, I had my son at 20, which is a very early age, and that completely changed my life for the better because he sat me down and had me rethink a lot of things that I wanted to do with my life. Um, by 21, I'm back in my hometown and working at a job that sucked the living life out of me. And then I became, I started my first business at 20 as well, but then I started another business when I moved home and I started doing nails. And that changed my life because I became a full-time business owner by the age of 23. Um, really before that, but like really settled in with being just a full-time nail tech at 23, and then traveling, enjoying life, going different places in 23, being able to just have that sense of freedom, financial freedom, and being able to move how I want to move. And by 24, I'm still, traveling, going places. I finally went out the country, and then life came to a weird transition at mid 24. And I say weird because I lost people I had been friends with for a very, very, very long time. And it was very heartbreaking to me. And it was very life changing because, you don't know how much you actually put into your friendships or your relationships with other people until they suddenly come to an abrupt end. And I had to make peace with myself, knowing that, at the end of the day, you all were in each other's life for a reason. And sometimes there comes a time where you are no longer supposed to be in somebody's life because you all have done everything you all are supposed to do for each other or with each other. And the experiences y'all have experienced, they sometimes just have to come to an end. And you have to be okay with that because God doesn't make wrong decisions. God doesn't take nobody out of your life that's not supposed to be out of your life. And I had to come to terms with that. This topic makes me very emotional. I still pray for those people. I still, I still love them. But we were removed out of each other's life for a reason. And honestly, who knows what the real reason it was. But at the end of the day, I still hope that they still do well in life and everything is working out in their favor. But after that, I met some people that I was already friends with, but I became closer with people that I didn't know I needed. And as I was going through my transition too, they were going through the same type of transition as I was, as well as another one of my friends. She was going through the same transition. It was kind of like people were exiting our lives, and it was like a sense of isolation and pushing us to people with goals or mindsets like ours. And all I can do is really just thank the man above for blessing me with people in my life that understood my situation, gave me grace, allowed me to feel how I felt about my situation and still be there for me, and still understand that I'm not okay, but I will be okay eventually. So I just want to thank the man above for blessing me with people like that. But, then we come into late 24. It's almost my 25th birthday. And like I said, when January came, it was like a sense of relief. My mindset started changing. I started wanting to dress different. I started wanting to really be myself. No longer have this image put up that I had to have for the longest for certain people. And when I say that, it's not saying I couldn't be myself around certain people, but it comes to a time when certain people don't like change, and I was changing and I couldn't change with certain people around me, if that made sense. So I'm just guessing that the real reason I was isolated and put by myself is because I was changing and my environment that I was surrounding myself with wasn't allowing me to change. And that is okay. You know, sometimes you have to go out by yourself in the wild and figure out who you are. So 25 gets here, and like I said, it was the biggest sense of relief, like just a deep breath of fresh air. Like, I am 25 and it feels good to be 25. And I feel like as a woman, our mindset changes so much at 25. Like, that frontal lobe development is real. And if you are lost right now and you don't know, you know, what the next steps are, I have realized you have to just give it to God and let it go, because the man above will fix it. But now we're here, 25, we're a month in, and there has been so much success coming from 25. Like, honestly, it's been so good, such a relief at this age. So much has gone on within a month that I can't do anything but just be blessed. Like, I can't do anything but just be happy about all the things that I had to go through to get to this point. So the 18th of February, my apprenticeship license came in, because you all know I am a nail technician, and my apprenticeship license came in, which means I'm one step closer to getting my actual license, which is another breath of fresh air. March came around. It's been a very successful month, because as I was going through that weird transition in 24, a lot of stuff slowed down. I started reconsidering my career. I was just lost. I didn't know what I wanted to do. I was taking weeks off at a time. I didn't want to be bothered with the fact that I have to be a nail technician, make women feel beautiful, and then also be a therapist. Like, taking a, you know, just, it was just a lot. So March rolls around, and in the beginning of March was already so successful. It was crazy. And once again, all I can do is thank the man above. Like, and it's just it's so weird, like, how things really, like, will put you at your lowest and then turn around and have you feeling like you are your highest version of yourself. And then it's like, it's so funny because everyone around me, like, I know way back when I was a teenager, you know, you are you are a product of your environment. But as you get older, you know, that whole I'm a product of my environment. No, you are a product of who you make yourself to be. And I've had to realize that growing up, like, certain things I no longer want to be a part of. I don't want to be a part of the messy shit. I don't want to be a part of just the going back and forth with nobody. I don't want the drama in my life. I don't want to argue. I don't want to yell. I don't want to scream. I don't want to do none of that. I just want peace and quiet. I just want peace. And I think also being a mom, that plays a big part too, because my son calmed me down so much. I used to be off the fucking chain, buck fucking wild. Who said what she said, because she can get these hands. Like, that's just who I was. And honestly, like, that type of character, like, it's cool to have that little, you know, that feisty streak, that little spicy streak, but girl, like, you can't live life like that. You can't be out here acting like a pit bull, girl. You gotta calm down. And so I think, like, now I'm actually, like, in my soft girl era, and I can feel it. The change is, like, you know, like, the change is there. I want to dress different. I want to experience different things. I want to go here. I want to go there. I want to go to nice restaurants. I want to drink wine with my homegirls and have a conversation. I want to have more girls' nights. I want to do this and that, third, you know. And it's just, it's a crazy transition. It's so crazy. And I keep saying it's so crazy because I am not the same person I was a year ago. And although you're not supposed to be the same person every year, but, like, I literally am not the same person I was a year ago to this day. A year ago today, ain't no telling what I was doing, but I was just doing shit just to do shit. Like, I definitely am the friend that does the shit for the plot. Like, plot twist, that's me. And so I just feel a lot calmer now. And yeah. Yes, y'all. With all that being said, it's more so just like a hello 25, hello to a new mindset, and just being blessed to even still be here. Because, like, every year that you're here, is a blessing. Like, I know some people that didn't even make it to see 25, and it sucks because I would really have loved to see the person they would have been at this age. And life is short, man. Like, life is really short, and I'm blessed to even be in the predicament I am, because like I said before, I was off the chain buck wild. A girl could have been lost her life because of the shit I used to do. Like, I used to put myself in some crazy ass predicaments, and it's just like, you do not have to be here. What are you doing? So, like, I'm just very, very blessed to have seen 25. I am very, very blessed to be in the predicament I am in now. I am very, very blessed to have to be able to experience the things I am experiencing, and be able to experience the things I'm going to experience. So it's just a very, like, it is a life-changing time in my life. And I don't know if anybody else that has turned 25 can agree, but it just feels different. It feels very different. So, like, yeah, y'all, like, saying hello to 25, goodbye to the early 20s, and hello to our mid/late 20s. I am so happy to finally be here. I am blessed to be here, and it's just going to continue to get better. So, yeah. I really think that's all I have to say for this, segment, Hello 25. And honestly, guys, there will be more coming soon. But this is, I guess, just a little introduction as to what we will be doing. There will probably be a different background later, but as of right now, I just got to work with what I got. So I can't wait to start this new little yap session with you guys. And I hope that we can, we have different topics we can discuss. Leave me some topics down below that you want to hear my opinions on. I already got a couple in the making. We cooking them up right now as we speak. I will have my bullet points on my phone when I'm talking, just to make sure I don't yap too much, because I'm a professional yapper, but I don't wanna yap too much for y'all. Other than that, y'all, it was great speaking to y'all. It was a great yap session, a very emotional yap session, and I hope to see y'all in my next one. Don't forget, if you are not following me on all my social media platforms, they will be linked down below. Go ahead and subscribe, like this video, and comment your opinion and your topics that you want me to speak about. Other than that, it was great talking to y'all. I love y'all, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.